Good morning. Welcome to another Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. And in this show, what we do is we talk about issues on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, I'm at George Bruno. Talk about a lot of things on there. It's different content than most of my YouTube and Instagram stuff. You might be interested in it. You might not be, but give me a follow. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, YouTube channel, please hit subscribe. And then right next to the subscription button, there's a little bell that notifies you every time I upload a video. So that would be helpful as well. Let's get started. By the way, good Sunday morning to you. It's freezing outside, and I'm wearing a hat and a hoodie in the house. This morning's coffee is Brazilian. Not my favorite. I like it, but not my favorite. Women get frustrated at men who cannot be manipulated by sex or the promise of sex. Women get very frustrated at that. I have a theory that women who pose for pictures in front of those painted wings on buildings, pretending like they're angels, are really the opposite of an angel. See? Here's your mistake. You added a fuck that I did not give. Love, or should I say what you think is love, is merely a hormonal feeling. Essentially, it's a roller coaster ride. Men who teach anything different are just trying to win the favor of women, which is a typical blue pill beta male type of move, winning the favor of women by acting more like a woman. There's nothing wrong with winning the favor of a woman or winning a woman over. I do it. I want people to like me. I want people to favor me. I want people to enjoy my company. That's something I enjoy, and most people enjoy that. But when a man has to act less masculine or pretend that he likes things that a woman likes in order to receive the favor of a woman, he's compromising himself, not just societal. I'm not talking about being macho in any way, because you know I'm not a macho guy at all. So it's mainly women and beta males that perpetuate the modern love concept. This modern love, the hormonal feeling, I'm in love. Now just look at who agrees with the men who talk about this kind of stuff. It's mainly women and other beta males. I'll explain alpha and beta and the varying degrees in a future video. Imagine the freedom you would enjoy if you had a product or an ebook that sold 1,000 units at $49.99 a month. 1,000 different customers purchasing your product or ebook every month. Most of you have knowledge that you're proficient in. It could be baking cookies, or fixing something, or creating something, or knitting a scarf, or creative ways for caring for a special needs child, or an elderly parent. $50,000 a month. Would that change anything in your life? And then there's the guy who wrote an ebook on how to teach your parrot to talk. He set up a website. It sells for $79.95. He's been making several $100,000 a year for several years now. The power of automation. Go ahead. It's okay. Quickly apply your palm to your forehead. I know so many people with great ideas, great products, and great services. However, the weight around their neck, the thing that keeps them from moving, is sales, the fear of selling. Phone calls, knocking on doors, personally reaching out and introducing yourself with a handshake scares some people to death. My favorite pipe tobacco review ever. A man wrote, "This is an English blend, heavy on the Latakia and Perique, the kind a bearded captain would smoke while navigating an oil tanker through the Strait of Hormuz." Remember when, in order to get a raise, you showed up earlier at work, stayed later, you dressed and groomed better, you got a good sleep so you could perform better, were goal-directed, you had regular meetings with your boss to see what you needed to do to go higher. Now all you do is call your congressman or protest with signs. I want $15 an hour. Work for it. It's a level playing field. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your color is. I don't care what your age is. Show some hustle. Do all those things that I just mentioned. And you will not help but fly to the top of the ladder. Don't doubt me on this. I don't care if you work at McDonald's, Marshall's, Aldi Supermarket, Home Depot, Lowe's, or for a Fortune 500 company wearing a shirt and tie, or have your own practice, or you're in a practice somewhere. Do those things that I said, and you will fly to the top. I know. I've been there. What do you call a girl who changes the country music station in a man's truck? Single. Tagless underwear? You know, it was so much easier in the old days. Yellow went in the front and brown went in the back. It was a no-brainer. The Second Amendment saves lives, and this tweet is approved by every law enforcement officer I know. How do I know? I cut their hair on a regular basis. They are fans of Americans protecting themselves. The Second Amendment and what it leads to: firearm ownership, responsible, licensed, legal firearm ownership, is a solution for crime and a deterrent for crime. Elon Musk bought Fortnite and deleted it. His reason? I had to save these kids from eternal virginity. Now that is savage. My favorite new hashtags on Twitter: eat steak, lift weights; ribeye is my protein shake; eat meat, drink water; eat fat, lose fat. Would you be sexually attracted to you? I know we talked about this yesterday on the Daybreak Show. Would you be sexually attracted to you? Would you? How you answer that question just might be what others think about you. Are you sexually attractive to the opposite sex, your spouse, your partner, your mate? Getting your external shit together is only one of the things that you can do to make yourself more compelling to others. It's time to start. When are you going to start? For most people around the world, fall and winter is here. It's cold. You're going to want to stay in. You're not going to want to work out. It's easier to comfort yourself with food and Netflix than it is to go to the gym or work out or do some sit-ups, do some push-ups, do some rubber band exercises. You can do it. Enough of the bullshit. Seriously, enough of the bullshit. Just do it. Advertising and sponsorship campaigns must be done over a period of 1 year. You can't say, well, we tried it once and it didn't work. Campaigns have to be relentless carpet bombing of your message to your prospective audience and potential customers. And the key word for this is relentless. You know about me. You know why? Because I'm relentless and I haven't stopped or slowed down. What do you need me to be a spokesperson for? I say we put our heads together and let's split the profit. You have an idea? You don't know how to get it out there, or you do know how to get it out there, but you want a spokesperson or a voice, a face or a voice of your product or service? Contact me, gb@georgebruno.com. Let's make some money. Split the profit. It's a nice life. I just got word that Baba Sen, the cosmic barber in Pushkar, India, he died of a cardiac arrest. A true loss to the ASMR community. A man that I have followed closely for over 10 years. Passed away 2 days ago. Well, today, it's a good day. What are you going to do for yourself? It's Sunday right now. You're probably drinking coffee, like I am. Is this the year that you get unstuck? You got 2 months left. 2 months. One of the first ways that you can start to get unstuck is work on your physicality. Start working out. Eating properly. Eliminating garbage and processed foods. For me, that manifested itself with the carnivore diet for the first month. Dropped 14 pounds. After that, it was more of a high fat, high protein, low carb. I still have carbs, but very, very low. I just make better choices because your fitness and how you look, guess what? Someone shared this with me a couple of years ago, and it made sense. I should have known this, but I don't know why. It just never got through to me. I commented on a guy, and I said, man, you're a real inspiration to me. And he was like my age, closer to 60 than 50. And I said, how do you do it? His answer literally changed my world. He said, fitness and how you look begins in the kitchen, not the gym. Think about that. I was going to the gym on a regular basis and I was still taking medication and I was still getting really sucky lab work. And the doctor was wagging her finger at me about various levels of things in my blood. Now, the kitchen is my gym. And then I continue my workout at the gym, but it starts here. I've trimmed down. 1 year ago, I was an extra large in everything. I didn't look fat because I carry my weight well, athletic figure. So it was spread out well. It wasn't just like belly. But I trimmed down. I opted for a lean, trim look. Someone said to me, "You're getting skinny." I said, "No, I'm not getting skinny. I'm getting healthy." No medication. Zero issues. Zero aches. Zero pain. Sleep is perfect. Feeling great. Sexual stuff, boom. Women attracted to me that I've never ever attracted before. And I've always attracted some pretty good looking women. And fit women. People that have their shit together are usually attracted to people who have their shit together. If you start looking like you have your shit together, you're going to start attracting that. And if you're already married, you might even inspire your spouse, your partner, to do the same. What a worthy goal. That you both get into shape if you're married or partnered up. When you start looking better, things go better for you at work. You're not as tired. You can read more. You can absorb more. Your brain is part of your body. You can't look like shit here and expect this to operate on an optimum level. Get this going. And this follows just like that. You're going to love how you feel. You really are. I've never felt better in my entire life. Now I'm working on my strength. I'm not as strong as I thought I would be. I was talking to a guy at the gym yesterday about, I was on is it called a Smith machine? That thing where you can bench and do squats on? I come from the day where there was just racks and people spotted you, and there wasn't a thing called a Smith machine. I didn't start seeing that until probably 25 years ago. But when I was growing up, they didn't have that. And I started doing bench presses rather than the machines. I was doing like pec deck and kind of like the chest exercises. But I thought, you know what? I want to start doing some combination exercises. Squats, deadlifts, which scare the crap out of me right now because I'm just afraid to hurt my back. Bench presses. And I didn't put a lot of weight on it. I think I was only bench pressing 75 pounds. But man, it felt good because I knew there was more than just pecs involved. It was a whole combination of upper body, and I feel strong. And I want to get back up there again in weight. But as you get older, one of the things that you fear the most is injury, because the reality is, as you get older, no matter how fit you are, injury takes longer to recover from. You pull something or mess something up in a shoulder, and son of a gun, you know, you would take a week off and ice it, and warm towels and massage and all that stuff like that, and be back a week later. When you're, I'm just going to say over 50, it could take 3 months to feel better, where you can get back to your weight. One of the things, and the hardest thing for a go-getter to do is to just stop. Like they will say, just don't do those movements. Do other things, but don't do those movements. So if you hurt yourself like doing bench presses, you're not going to help yourself by going down to 50-pound bench presses. Just stop the movement. Stop it. Stretch. Rehab. Get your strength back. Build yourself up. Don't make injuries worse. That's what I've discovered. Get into shape, and then this follows. You can train this faster than you can train this. A lot of times you start thinking more positive when you look at the results in the mirror. As people say, it's not how much you weigh, because I haven't weighed myself in a month. I know that I'm below 200 right now. And I started out at 260 pounds. And I know I'm below 200. My goal is 185 to 190 for myself. That's where I want to be. And I went from an extra large and everything now down to a medium. And I'm learning that some larges are cut a little bit smaller. So some of the larges that are cut smaller will fit me. And some of the mediums that are cut a little bit larger fit me. But if you saw me without my shirt on, you would say, holy shit, you look huge. I'm not huge. I just have less fat and my muscle is more toned. It just makes me look like I'm in shape more. And certain clothing, like I no longer have to untuck my shirts to kind of cover or minimize the man belly that every guy gets. Let me tell you how lazy I was at one point. This is a God's honest truth. This is almost going to become a meme or something. I had, both of the national pizza chains that deliver. One starts with Papa and the other one starts with D. And I would order from my phone. I'm sitting on my couch watching Netflix. And I'm in clear view of the front door. I order a pizza, and on your way checking out from, like when you're ordering something as you're going to your shopping cart and looking just to press purchase, it would say, would you like to add a 2-topping pizza for $5? I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Would you like to add garlic knots to that? Or boneless chicken wings? Hell yeah. So next thing you know, you got a pizza, a large pizza, a medium pizza, a box of wings, garlic knots, and a few beers. This is the truth. I would order it. The dude would come to my front door. I could see him. I would have the door open, so just like the glass door was there. He would ring the doorbell. You know what my response was? Come on in. The guy would come in and bring my fucking pizza right to my TV table. I'd give him a tip and he'd leave. I was too fucking lazy to even get up and go to the front door. The dude opened up my front door, walked 20 feet into my rec room, and brought the pizza to me. Because my fat ass was too lazy to even get up. And all I did was pause Netflix. He put the pizza down, I gave him a tip, he left, and then I pressed play. I lived like that for a while. What the hell? That was a self-destructive mode. I think that was like a post-divorce, feeling sorry for myself kind of thing. And you gotta shake yourself out of that shit, man. Shake it. You were meant to friggin' be a man. If you're a man that's watching, and I know that 96% of my audience is men. You were meant to be a man, not a blob sitting on a couch. And I haven't watched TV in 2 years. Now I watch stuff on my mobile device, and when I'm done, it goes off. I just don't sit for hours at a time, and I cut out news. Most of you know I'm a conservative guy, but I'm not jamming it down your throat. I have the values of your grandfather. Some people will delete me because of that, like whatever. But for those of you that are news junkies, I used to be a news junkie, which is just another word for junkie. You're addicted to something. I would sit in front of Fox News, which I can't stand. And I know most liberal people can't stand it anyways. I can't stand it for different reasons than my liberal friends don't like it. It's because it's an echo chamber And I found myself yelling at the television and mumbling under my breath at an inanimate object on the wall. What the actual fuck was going on with me at that time? I have not watched television news in over 2 years. And guess what? I feel better. I get all the news I need from the web. I read it quick. I don't get emotionally involved. My politics are practiced in the voting booth when I flip a lever. Not every night, watching TV from 6 to 11, watching the same bullshit and the same talking heads night after night after night, and people arguing and nobody's opinion getting swayed. Bullshit. Turn off the fucking TV. You want to watch a movie? Put a movie on. When the movie's over, turn the TV off. Read a book. Do it for yourself. Take my word. I don't care what your political opinion is. I don't care. I don't care. Some of you do care about that. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I could be your friend. Doesn't matter. We can go out and have a beer, cup of coffee. I don't give a shit what you believe in. I really don't. Because you're a human being, and so am I. And I want to relate to you as a human, not as a conservative, and you as a liberal. Fuck the labels. Fuck the labels. You are not your label. Don't act out your label. You have a script that you can write. When you take a label, that means you're taking a script in your hands that someone else wrote for you. Wake the fuck up. I don't give a shit if you are liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican, libertarian. I don't care about your labels and how you label yourself. You're a fucking human being. And I give a shit about you. You might not give a shit about me, but I give a shit about you. And that's okay. That's how I'm wired. That's where my life has brought me. Where has all my political opinions taken me in my life when I was like politically active and tweeting this? Where did that get me? Nowhere. Nowhere except an echo chamber in rooms where everyone was saying the same thing and nobody was being challenged and everybody was getting fat and hypocritical. And we're all hypocrites at one point or another in our life. All of us are. Well, I didn't expect to go down that rabbit hole. It's going to be a great day today. I have some business ideas that I'm working on. If you have a business idea, email me, gb@georgebruno.com. Let's work something out. If I don't respond or don't get to you in a timely manner, don't worry about it. I'm not ignoring you or turning you off. I could easily just say I'm not interested. And I didn't check any emails yet, but I have about 100 a day. And I can only respond now to things that are just jumping out at me as important, things that are urgent. Come 2019, I think I'm going to hire a virtual assistant to start working on my emails and organizing things for me. I just can't do it anymore. And work at the same time. I just can't do it. It's not productive time. But when it comes to business, yes, let's put our heads together. And in the meantime, down below, there's products. You can help support this channel by doing a few things. Purchasing products that you see, clicking the links down below. If there's something that's of use to you, go for it. Click it. Buy it. Have a great day. My favorite coffee now is Ethiopian. It's funny, it used to be Sumatra. Now it's Ethiopian coffee. Everything else is now measured against Ethiopian. It's funny how your tastes evolve, isn't it? And I'm still looking for a coffee company to sponsor the Daybreak Show, where every single day, 5 days a week, we would be talking about your coffee. Hit me up, gb@georgebruno.com. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. There's a lot of choices out there. You can choose to watch a lot of different people, but you chose to spend some time with me. Have a great day. See ya.